Hello and welcome back. So I always receive a lot of questions about carnivore. So today I made myself a cup of decaf coffee and I have all your questions here and I will try to answer as best as I can. So the first question is, when did I start carnivore? So I started carnivore 27th of June 2023. So it has recently been 600 days. And what was supposed to be only a 30-day challenge has turned into a lifestyle. And I would say I gained so much more than what I was expecting. So I started carnivore journey to heal my SIBO. So SIBO is a small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, where whatever I was eating, I was feeling honestly unwell. So I was suffering from massive cramps in my stomach, massive bloatness. I was having massive acid reflux, and it would be so uncomfortable that sometimes I wouldn't be even able to sleep. So, my sister, who is a nutritionist doctor, uh, suggested that or I go on the carnivore diet for 30 days or I do antibiotics that most likely are not gonna help. And I decided, okay, let me do carnivore for 30 days, where I took some natural supplements as well to tackle my SIBO. And that's how my journey began. 27th of June 2023. Another question I get asked very often: do I eat any vegetables or any fruits? And the answer is no. So I haven't had any fruits or any vegetables in a year and a half now. And for those who are saying, oh, but where do you get your fiber from? And the fiber, first of all, is not an essential nutrient. If you don't consume carbs, you don't really need fiber, because fiber helps in a way to lower your glucose levels if you consume carbs. Taking out carbs of your diet, you don't need fiber either. But do I miss them? Sometimes I do miss certain vegetables. Sometimes I do miss certain fruits, but I definitely know that I'm feeling better without consuming those things. A lot of you are asking if I drink coffee, and yes, I do drink coffee. What I like to do, I like to do a break time to time. So I think that is a good way to detox from something that you are normally maybe abusing a little bit too much. And I would admit, I do love coffee. I try to have mostly decaf. Now I haven't had any caffeine in more than a month and a half. So I was doing Lion's diet for a month, so I didn't have any coffee. And now I'm drinking only decaf. Yes, coffee is plants and coffee is seeds. So it has those natural toxins that are present in coffee and in vegetables or in seeds. But I guess I have eliminated so many things that I'm okay to leave at least one, at least for now. Let's see where it will bring me. But for now, I'm just enjoying the taste. I'm not looking for the rush of caffeine, because being on carnivore, you have already stable energy. So coffee is just for taste for me. Another good question: do I cheat on carnivore? And my answer is no, because if I'm feeling great and if I don't have any cravings anymore, why would I cheat? It's I did so many different diets in my life, and yes, I was always waiting for that cheat day, or that will very often turn into a cheat week, into a cheat month. And the carnival has been different actually. It's for the first time in my life that I was able to stick with a diet that I would call lifestyle for the last a year and a half now. And honestly, when you understand why you're doing it and what benefits it gave to you, and you understand how ultra processed foods are made and how they are engineered to specifically want you to basically to encourage you eat more and more, to want those foods more and more, to crave for those foods more and more, because they are engineered by the specialists to be addictive. And most of those ultra processed foods that we would go and cheat would be with a list of 20 ingredients. Most of those ingredients we can't even pronounce. So I believe that with Carnivore, I gain that self confidence and self love and self care to myself that now consciously I understand, but I don't want to go and hurt myself again. Um, Having had eating disorders for so many years, I hurt my body already enough. And now I just know why I'm doing it, why I'm keeping doing it, and why I don't need to cheat. Because I'm living now a fulfilled life and I know that I'm healthier than I have ever been. And I don't even crave for anything. Like another day, a friend asked me, okay, if you would need to eat a sweet, what sweet would you have? And I was thinking, and I was like, everything, even from the thoughts, even if I was not eating it, felt so sweet and so chemical, but I couldn't come up with one thing what I would like to eat. A lot of you have been asking, do I count calories? And the answer is no, or not really. I don't believe that calories really matter because I don't believe that calories in, calories out is the right understanding. I did track my calories in the beginning and I know more or less what I'm eating. I track them to see if I'm not overeating or undereating. And I believe when you eat the most nutritious foods and you get enough nutrients, that is the most important thing. Now, yes, I didn't really lose any weight neither. But uh, since on Carnivore, I try to see if there would be a difference if I would count calories and if I would eat, let's say, 1,500 calories a day, or if I would eat 2,500 calories a day. Would it be a difference? And no, there was no difference. I believe that weight is so much more than just calories. I think it has multiple connections with hormones, even with lifestyle. It has connections with your emotions massively, with your childhood traumas, with your relationship with yourself, with your relationship with others, with your confidence. And yes, I'm still trying to figure out why I didn't really lose weight. And it would be a bonus, but my concentration is not about losing weight anymore, but it's about feeling great. That's how I was feeling for the last year and a half. And basically, yes, I didn't lose any weight, but Carnivore gave me so many more benefits. Like my horrible digestion issues completely disappeared, my insomnia disappeared, my depression, suicidal depression disappeared, my eating disorder disappeared, and living with 24 hours a day that noise about food is very, very hard. And only who lived in the same situation like me can understand, because everything is just about food. And in your mind, you believe that, okay, if I would just lose weight, I would have a better job. If I would just lose weight, I will find love. If I would just lose weight, I will have better friendships. If I would just lose weight, I will be more attractive. It's hard, believe me. And I have been living like this for so long. So that food's noise disappearing, it has been massive improvement to me. And I think my eczema disappeared, also my itchy skin disappeared, my bleeding gums disappeared, joint pain, migraines, back pain. I used to be chronically fatigued all the time. Now I have a constant energy all the time. So I gain a lot of benefits out of doing carnivore. And I think, yes, if I would lose weight, that would be another benefit. But at the moment, I'm trying to do everything I can, working on my body and my emotions, so mind, body, and spirit, to understand why that weight is protecting me, from what it's protecting me, why I'm still, or why in general I'm not feeling safe, so that I needed to put that weight, and I will see where that will lead me. So I just keep learning, I keep trying, but I know that this diet has definitely made me feel the best I have ever felt in my life. Another very common question would be, is carnivore expensive? I also believe that carnivore is way more expensive than a normal way of eating. And I remember that my sister was saying, go carnivore. And I was saying, but it's going to be a lot of money as well. And because I started for health reasons and my aim was to do carnivore for 30 days, I said, okay, 30 days I can try and I can see. So, no, carnivore is not more expensive than eating normal foods. Because once you stop buying nuts, once you stop buying quinoas, once you stop buying, I don't know, some healthy snacks, fruits and vegetables, you will see that it's not that expensive. Basically, I would say I spend less money now on carnivore than before, when I was eating a little bit of everything. And a lot of you have been asking if I eat only organic meats. And no, I eat the best I can afford. So, and the best I can find. So then I can, like, I try to do the organic beef mince. I try to get sometimes some meats from the farmers. I try to get meats from the butchers, local butchers, but I do buy my meats from the conventional stores as well. So I still believe that any meat is better than no meat at all. And there have been so many carnivores that for 10 plus years they have been eating the cheapest meats and they still healed their bodies. Another question was, do I fast? And yes, I try to do intermittent fast daily. So I tend to do 2 meals per day. So I eat or breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner. It depends what I'm doing on the day. It depends what time I will be back home, or if I am home. So I try not to eat too late in the night, and I try to be more intuitive as well, to understand when I want to eat and how much I want to eat. So I did few longer fasts, so 4 days and 3 days, but I realized that fasting is not really that great for me personally. So while fasting, I was feeling great, and few days after fasting is great. But then some sort of inflammation comes into my body, and I feel unwell for weeks sometimes. So I can feel that I gain weight, like overnight. I can gain like 5 kilos. And also, I can feel that my face gets inflamed, my body gets inflamed. I don't really know what's happening. I think probably it's too much cortisol and adrenaline that comes to my body at that point. I don't know if to any of you something like this happened, because I truly believe that fasting is good and I would like to keep doing it, but I think it's just not worthy the side effects I get of it after I finish my fast. And for this reason, I'm just sticking max 24 hours fast, and I'm not doing any more longer fast because I think my body just doesn't like it. So, what else has changed since I started Carnivore? And I would say a lot has changed. So, it's not just the eating that has changed, it's my mindset changed as well. I have always been quite spiritual, and I have always tried to find the ways to save myself and especially heal myself from my eating disorders and depression. So I used to do different practices. I used to do therapy. I used to do Reiki. I used to work out. And now I think I became more spiritual. And I think whatever I do, let's say even Reiki, it's the energy flow is just different. It's then you are in a different state of mind, when you are not depressed, then you don't need to think only how to survive this day and how to come to tomorrow. It's just different. So I have been reading a lot. I have been working on myself a lot. I have been digging into my emotions, into my feelings, into who I'm really been and who I want to become, and to really learn who I am. And Carnival also gave me so much more confidence. Like if you would have told me 2 years ago that I will be doing my Instagram or I will be doing those videos, I wouldn't have believed. Like I'm extremely introvert, so it's not that easy for me to socialize. Even if, for example, once at work we were playing a game and uh, like we needed to say if we think that we are introverts or extroverts, and I said I am an introvert, nobody would have never believed, because I somehow I don't come as one. But yes, I do like spending time with myself. I do like being alone, and I need that time to regenerate and gain my energy back, because I feel that people are sucking my energy so to gain it back, I need that alone time, and I need time with my practices and my routines and my meditations, my energy healings. And I think all that helps so much, because our body is a temple for something that is much deeper inside of us, for our soul. And we need to take care of both things. We need to take care of the body, the temple, and we need to take care of the soul, because that what never dies. At least I believe so. Is it boring eating only meats? I don't know. It could be boring sometimes, but for me, who had suffered with eating disorders for so long, is extremely liberating. So I know that I can eat only those things, and it's easy for my mind to eat only those things. Like I do have at home some chocolates that are there if somebody would come to visit for coffee, and they have been there forever. And honestly, I don't even think about those drawers anymore. But then I did Lion's diet for 35 days or 30 days. It was quite tricky at a point where I was really missing eggs, I was really missing seafood, I was really missing cheese, and I knew that only ruminant meats, I couldn't do it forever. But then you have the option of cheese, eggs, meat, seafood, fish. You can alternate the tastes and do different things with the same meat even. So sometimes I do it in the air fryer, sometimes I do it in the oven, sometimes I do it on the pan, sometimes I do it in the instant pot, sometimes, I do a roast. So you can make different things and make it taste differently. So in the beginning, when I started carnivore, I used to use a lot of spices. Now I barely use any, and mostly I use only salt. But if you want a variety of tastes, sometimes just a sprinkle of cayenne peppers can change completely the dish and the taste of meat. So try that out.